you, I promise you, there was no holes. There's probably a selection of people that 100% believe me right now, and a selection that don't, and it'd be interesting. But the absolute truth of it all is there was no holes last night, and this is all an act and a character that I'm playing to draw in people's attention, which goes back to what I was saying about this woman that follows me and I follow her on TikTok. And I laid out all my strategy to her. She came back with, "God damn, Stan," but my name's not Stan. That's fucking incredible. I don't know what to say. And I was like, "Do you think it could work?" She was like, "Stupid question." I was like, "Yeah." And it was a nice little back and forth, really. Shame to say I've forgotten her name now as well. Because we haven't been following each other that long. Weeks, not months. Whereas like Kay, I only gave you the first bit of the one with the LSD story. Years in it, we go back to uplifting different places since. You know what I mean? Like, I know him, trust him. Her, I don't know. I'm getting to know. But now she knows possibly entirely far too much about me and the way I think. Because even other people could copy that strategy, innit? But what I'm saying is, there was no holes last night. It's all characters on stages. Okay? Because most people won't follow me. If I just drop the truth and the stuff that's really in my head that I know, that makes them fear me, that makes me dangerous. Look, he's so tough. What does he know, Joe? Right. And when I say Joe, I mean Joe Rogan. Because he fucking knows. What does he know, Joe? He knows a thing or two about a person or two. And that's exactly why I would never have a seat on the Joe Rogan show. Same reason David Icke wasn't allowed on there, even though he's definitely got the fucking fame and people are interested in him enough to know. Forget Icke though, I don't think he's for the light. I'll be honest, I don't. It hurts me to say as well, so I was a fan for many years, but I've come to the conclusion he's not of the light. He can't be. He's still on the stage, even now he'd be dead, quite frankly, after all the good effect he's done. So it makes me think, for all that good effect that they've clearly allowed to happen, I wonder what the badness is that he's done. Probably just confusing people like me, getting them to waste their time researching shit that doesn't exist, like, I don't know, reptilians, for instance. Or do they? You don't know. You just don't know. You know? But anyway, you have to look into it yourself. That's how it works. Follow the rabbit, follow the rabbit. Everyone gets a white rabbit that comes, and if you follow that rabbit, you go down the rabbit hole. And the rabbit holes, plural, there are many. But anyway, back to this, I was going to say this hole, but no, she's not a hole, the one that followed me. Well, could be, I don't know. Half hoping. No, not really. But anyway, the world doesn't need holes, let's be honest. Men need slags, they're good for men. Because sometimes men just need to bust and release, to be quite honest. But then sometimes men bust and release far too much, and in the end you'll have nothing to release, and no creative energy for anything else other than busting. That's the truth. Yeah, you should definitely look after your seed and look to retain it.
Seriously, what is wrong with this guy? I mean, is he crazy?